Are you sure that's Ecclesiastes 9:10? One by one. Now, yes, hear your own first. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. So where you are going in the grave, there is no place to pursue anything there. All right. I think that's just good. So what is in my mind to share with us today is the fact that some people grow up in life very passionate about what will not work for them. So most of the reasons why many people are not successful is the passion they are passionate about. So they are passionate about what will not work, and they are so passionate about it. And then they cannot attain to success because of their erroneous belief about passion. What some people call passion is just that, okay, I'm interested in it, I like it, and it's good that you have interest in something. It is good that it resonates with you. You cannot be emotional about life. If all your inclination is based on how you are emotionally connected to something, you are likely not going to attain success in that thing. Now, for you to attain success, you have to really think critically and ask yourself important questions about that which you are passionate about. So the scripture, I'm going to come back to that, but the scripture we have read makes it clear that you can actually develop passion in anything. You can what? Develop passion in anything. What this proverb or what Solomon was trying to teach there is that whatsoever you have intended in your mind to do, whatsoever you have chosen to do, do it with what? All your might. Commit everything you have. I see people who test waters and quickly conclude, it's not for me. They test IT for 3 weeks. They say, IT is not for me. Then they test doing business. Business is not for me. Then they test teaching. Teaching is not for me. You can't do that and be successful. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, if you have chosen teaching, there is nothing you commit your energy, time, even if that thing does not resonate with you at all. If you commit your time, energy, and resources consistently into that thing, you become successful in that thing. There is a principle called the principle of 10,000 hours. The 10,000 hour principle says that anything you commit 10,000 hours of your time doing, you are going to come out outstanding in that thing. 10,000 hours. Now, the reason why you see some people probably attain certain level of success so early is that they started their own 10,000 hours on that particular thing earlier in life. Maybe at the age of 17, they already know that they were going to be a runway model. Let's assume. So from that 17 years old, they started reading book about runway, attending runway training, attending all of those things. By the time they are 21, maybe they have already attained their what? 10,000 hours. By the time you are 21, you are just 5 hours into that thing. And you are saying, it's not me. It's not working. So what I'm trying to say is that give your time and attention until it works and make it work. But there is a caveat to that which I'm going to say before I close. I said the first one is the 1,000 hour principle. The second one is the 100 book principle. And it says that if you read, if you study 100 books about any subject matter in the world, you will become one of the most outstanding people on that subject. How many books? 100 books. on any matter. So if today now you start reading 100 books about anything whatsoever, anything that does not even concern you, that does not resonate with you, you just invest energy of 100 time in reading 100 books, you will become outstanding. See, let me now tell you this. Once you attain success, it is now easy for you to now channel that success to the area of your original passion. Hello? So look at Bill Gates today. I would say probably Bill Gates has a lot of passion for health and health-related issues, but he did not go and study medicine. Hello? He did not go and what? Study medicine. Yesterday I saw a video that a Proco doctor made with him. And what are they trying to advertise? They're trying to see how we can see 3 million women or something. And what are they trying to save them from? Maternal deaths, mothers dying during pregnancy, during childbirth. And they are trying to project a particular device. And the device is such that it's a scanning device, ultrasound device, just like a phone like this. You can attach it to your phone like a charger, like, what is it called? Power bank. And the mother can use it to scan herself. And the phone, because of the application that have been installed, will give her real-time information about the baby. So you don't need to go to the hospital to know whether the baby is breached, whether the baby is in. That thing will show. Now, that does not look like Bill Gates, Maybe it's just Microsoft. But the truth of the matter is that if you go and check him very well, his passion for health today is one of the most invested person on HIV and he's one of the most invested person whose money is there fighting HIV and AIDS. He's part of medical research in the world. Well, if it's what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? Tech, Microsoft. But I believe that somewhere inside him, those things were there. But the first thing he had to think of is that what will I pursue that will make it easy for me to actually fulfill these visions? That's what many people don't understand. And the truth of the matter is that in your bid to help other people stand, you must stand well. If you stand well, you really cannot help other people out of the dungeon that they find themselves. So I'm saying it to us now because we are still very young. Think critically, even people that are doing business. Somebody is just passionate about a particular kind of business. Let me think of it now. Okay, I was sharing with our investment guys last Sunday. And one of them told me not too long ago that the father is a furniture man. And he was so passionate about doing upholstery. You know what they call upholstery? Those 3-seaters, those chairs that they use in the sitting room. He was just passionate about it. That's just what he loves. The aspect of furniture that he loves. The truth of the matter is that if you like only that aspect of furniture, you'll be broke. You know why you'll be broke? Let me ask you a very simple question. When was the last time people would change the upholstery in your house? Once you buy one, it's for a lifetime. It's for a lifetime. If you now maybe in future, you now have money, that's when they change it. So most families change their upholstery maybe twice in the lifetime. Twice. The one in your father's house, you met it alive. Didn't you mean? Did they buy it after you gave birth to you? And it will still be there when you'll be giving birth. So imagine that somebody goes, the man is opening his shop at the time, and a family goes to buy. The next time that family is coming is when? They can't come. They may not even come back. But that's what he's passionate about. Oh, I'm passionate about upholstery. He did not think of the longevity and the long term of that thing. So when you begin to think long term, even in the business that you are doing, you ask yourself, this thing that I'm doing, how can I want to be rich in life. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a billionaire. No problem. Then you chose this. That thing you choose, put figure to it and ask yourself, can I follow this path to become a millionaire? There are many business ideas that have come. If, for example, if a business idea of selling phone comes to your mind now, don't do it. Yes, because phone is not, I don't know how, when I go to Pattern, they say everybody opening phone shop, selling phone. I used to wonder, are they really making money from the sales of that phone? How many times have you bought phone in the last 5 years? If not that they steal your phone. That's it. So how many people are going to go and, but you see, Dangote, sharp guy. You know what Dangote sells? What you will finish using very quickly. Dangote does not sell anything that you buy and go and hang. And it will be there 10 years. I'm not changing it. You buy macaroni, what is it called? Spaghetti in the morning. You buy another one next tomorrow or next tomorrow. You buy cement, you finish it, you buy another one. You buy salt. That's what he selling. And that's how he became the richest person in Africa. And what is he now investing in again? Petroleum. He's investing in refinery. You'll be making fertilizer. You buy fertilizer, you will finish using it. You buy another one. If you buy fertilizer during this planting season, you will not. You buy another fertilizer next planting season. It is just sense. Do you really think Dangote is passionate about cement? No, do you really think he likes salt so much? Or do you think he's just committed to spaghetti? Oh, don't deceive yourself. Or he's so passionate about crude oil. He's passionate about the money he's making from crude oil. He's not passionate about any crude oil. But because he's doing cement, he has committed himself to studying about it, researching about it, getting information about it. So that on this, so you need to ask yourself question. I was saying this in passing. If you want to tweak it well. I was saying in passing on Thursday that you chose a course or they gave you a course. No problem. But don't depend on what they told you about that department during your orientation. It is a lie. Those people are saying it to keep their job. Hello? Your lecturer that is teaching you microbiology, if student does not come to learn microbiology again, he's jobless. So he will come and tell you during orientation that microbiology is a great course. He will tell you can work in hospital, you can work in mortuary, you can work in cemetery, he will tell you every tree where you can work. Say you can work here, you can work here. Ask him, since he has started, how many years has he stayed in the university? How many people has he graduated from? People don't use data. That's where I'm going. Use data. Ask that man. How many students have graduated from this department? Let's assume 1,000. How many of those 1,000 can you tell me today are using this microbiology as a source of livelihood? That's when you will know that thing they are telling you is just hype. Is what? Hype. So if you now know that, you now begin, you say, I just love E. coli. Ha. You can't just love E. coli. I just like the idea of microbiology. No problem. Sit down and chart a course and ask yourself, how can this take me there? How can this take me to where I'm going? We are not always realistic. That's where I'm going to. I had a friend. In fact, he told me that he loves family life. She loves family life. In fact, he wants to be hugging our children every morning before they go to school. And by the time they come back from school, they meet her and she also hug her. And guess the career she wants to pursue? Oceanographer. How can you be an oceanographer where you are in the ocean for 3 months? Who will be hugging those children up there? So the choice that is making does not correspond with the reality of the future she expects. Because you're just passionate about ocean. And you also want to, have you drawn the line? Does he have any meeting points? So sit down and don't just say, I'm passionate about biochemistry. Oga. Think well. And look inside that biochemistry. If there is something that can be profitable. If there's something that you can see and strategically, okay, from there we move to here. From here we can move this way and this will happen. And realistically, not daydreaming. Just thinking that happenstance will happen. Somehow we will make it. Anybody that just thinks somehow they will make it, they hardly make it. People that make it, they can follow, they know this year will lead here, this one will lead. There may be delay, there may be disruption, but they can already see the path, clearly mapped out. Don't be unnecessary. That's what is, and the problem many people have is that many young people lack the tenacity to stay on something until it yields. So because, they taught me the tech, and it's so hard. I wanted to learn that thing. And no! Have you really invested yourself in it first and say that it does not work? And I've not seen anything, anything, that you invest yourself in. That I used to use Bishop Oyedepo as an example. Bishop Oyedepo faced church. Winners Chapel became one of the, when the Winners Chapel starts, and it's everywhere in the world, competing with churches like Catholic, and all those churches that have been there before even his great-grandfather were born. Came up, Winners. Now leave Winners alone. He opened university. Covenant University. Maybe you say he's a pastor. If he put his hand in education, it shouldn't make sense. As we are talking now, Covenant University is one of the ranked the best university in Nigeria. Covenant University. As of today. One of the rankings from, what is the name of that place that they ranked? Number 1 in Nigeria. Is that ministry? Hello, is that ministry? Running university is not ministry. But before he opened the university, the man had studied he has studied universities that have lasted over 300 years. Studied a number of them. Did his research. But other people may just have put their leg in it and conclude that it's not working. It's not working. I don't want you to begin to be passionate about what will not work. I want you to choose what is going to work, what you have seen that has prospect. Follow prospect and be passionate about what is prospective. Don't just be passionate. Follow prospect. This, even in relationship. You're just passionate about the guy. You're just passionate about the lady. Will he work? No. That's one of the reasons why you see many young people in the advanced age, 28, 29, 30, are not in a relationship. Most of the time, not all the time. Many of them stayed in a relationship that will not work for too long. By the time they left, time have gone. You are in 4 years of passion. Passionate about him. I just like his height. I just like his height. You are there. 4 years. You did not see that. I remember one young lady came to me in this church. I used to like those smart people. All lenge girl like that. She was in small, tiny. She was in 200 level. And there was a particular guy that was close to her, and they really liked each other. The guy, she now told me, Pastor, the true, I like the guy. But me, I want to settle down early in life. I want to marry early. So, if I'm planning to marry this guy, that means the two of us will graduate from the university at the same time. He would not have been able to be established enough to marry me. I will now be waiting for him. Pastor, I'm leaving. By herself. Common sense. Because she was facing a reality. I want to marry early. This person that is liking me is my colleague. And we are both studying biochemistry. So we don't even know the future yet. Sure, you understand? You know, if the person the person was working, he had a shop, he's into furniture, he's into this, he now came to school to study, you're in the same level. That is the person already has an established life. But you're also going to go and be chatting the future and nowhere to. As a lady, you can still manage. But as a guy, who will be provided? The guy just had sense. And quickly quitted the relationship in that 200 level and allowed the guy to move. But many of us will not face it. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Year 1, year 2, year 3. Let's see how it goes. Year 4. Everybody thinks you're in a relationship. Everybody asks you out again. Then they think you're even married. But you are not. So, this lesson this morning is to help you save time, save energy, save resources, and be successful in life. Don't be passionate about what does not have prospect. What should you look out for? Prospect. Where you now find the prospect, invest the time. We talked about the principle of how many hours? 10,000 hours. If you begin to read today, and you're coming to come and talk on leadership and leadership and leadership, why is it what people are already talking about? That's where I've read the most. That is where I've attended trainings the most. That is where I've invested time the most. So that even if you ask a question, somehow I have the practical answer to it. Remember, I went to one of my pastor friends' office, and he had a serious leadership challenge in his church, and it was very, very serious, and he just called me, and it was just gisting. And in fact, I did not even know that I've answered this question. I just said something. He said, yeah, that's it. He carried people aside. I said, I didn't even know. I was just having a conversation. I didn't even know I've said something that made sense. He's coming. When I sit down, I see people like John Maxwell sit down, and he's dissecting critical, organizational, even governmental leaders. Those people have ate those books. They have read it to the point that they are saturated with it. How did all this Bill and Co? How did they even get into it? They were locked in the library reading about it. That was the story we were told of Bill Gates. He had a friend whose father or brother or mother has access to one of the libraries. And they started in that library just reading and they were able to write what they wrote. They just invested the time into it and it worked. If you invest time in it, 100 hours or 100 books or what? 10,000 hours. With this viewpoint of mine, let's have Sunday school.